All right, so in a previous section, we actually created an application by ourselves called the greeting class. And it was kind of a spin on the Hello World app, but we also added in some bonus stuff there. And so I hope you remember that because we're going to create that same class, but we're going to use IntelliJ to go ahead and help us out there. So if you want to go back and watch that, go ahead and pause this now and come back. But if you are ready, let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to create a new project. This is a brand new project. This is a Java project and we're using Java 8. And we're going to create a quick template for this. I like the Hello World template. It gives us pretty much our base. And we're going to call this greeting. And we're going to finish. And this is going to open up and it gives us our greeting. So we have a source main and we have this main class. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and delete this because part of that was to create a class called greeting. So if we right click on our folder here, we can go to new Java class and we'll call this greeting. And next thing we want to do is we want to write a public static void main. So now remember, we can go ahead and use some of our live templates here to make this happen. So I don't have to write that out. Now what I want to do is actually create another method called public static void, what do we call this, greet before. And this is going to take a string argument and the name of that is name. And all we're going to do is we're going to print out the phrase hello and then the name. So we use a concatenation there to kind of add the name onto that. And how we call that is by calling that method and passing in a name. So that should be it. So now remember before, if I had an error there, before I actually went and compiled it, I would know just looking in the IDE that there's a problem with this class. So we got this red squiggly line up here, we got this error here, and before I would even go and try to run this, I have visual notification that something's wrong here. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. I'm going to run greeting.main, and we should see hello Dan, and there it is. So again, same class that we wrote before, but as you can see, it's much easier to do in an IDE, and you just get a lot of advantages. So I hope you're enjoying yourself using IntelliJ. It's a fantastic IDE. But with that, I hope you got the exercise completed, and with that, let's go ahead and move on.